Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
So what's next for you after?
Well, I think for now,
ABS?
let me just rest first. Let me just rest. Then when I finish, after I've rested, probably I'll come to Lagos. Join you guys. Maybe I'll do. You give me some space in your office, man. or I'll go to Abuja. But definitely going back to London is not in the cards, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know that you just left ABS days ago.
Yes.
What are some of the things you've been missing since?
Oh man, I miss because I have wonderful set of staff. I miss my guys. Because we banter, we play, we work well, we work hard. I'll miss that because I had that for 8 years with them. So I left work on Wednesday. I woke up yesterday on Thursday. I didn't have anywhere to go. It was odd for me, then today as well. So it's I miss that work vibe, if you get what I'm saying. The adrenaline, you're trying to set targets, you're pushing, you're delivering. Because managing a state-owned radio and TV station, but we have 2 radio stations and 2 TV stations. There's a lot of pressure and so many stakeholders to manage. You have the guys at the top, okay? The government people, the governor, the deputy, the members of the ESCO, the commissioners. You're working for all of them. Then you have another group of stakeholders, the traditional rulers. Anambra is a very traditional society. You're working for them as well. Then you have the people we call the PGs, the presidents general. These are the guys that run the communities. Another set of stakeholders. You have your staff, because I have over 300 staff. I have 3 campuses. We're at Onitsha, Enugu, we're in Oka. We have a bureau in Abuja, a bureau in Nnewi. Okay? So there are so many, on a typical day, there are all kinds of people that you're trying to relate with. And you're the chief servant. Everybody's looking for the MDCEO. So, and then I'm forgetting the House of Assembly members. Okay? So so there's a lot happening. Talk about the student population, the youth, people looking for work. You just have to be nice to everybody, carry everybody along, the women group. There are all kinds of the traders, the clients that are patronized. So as women on a typical day, sometimes you get back home and you're dead tired, So, and you have to always service everybody very well. Because you know how these things are now. Just one bad sleep, somebody will call somebody and say that guy is messing up. And then by the time you're out of the window, So you need to learn to be a diplomat. Courage under fire. There's no time for you to even fall asleep. So you have to be always on top of your game, to survive. Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you enjoy most as the MD of ABS?
I think the public profile that it gives you, I must say, is a very high-profile job because you're like you're the mouthpiece of the state. Nigerians do a lot of things with government. They believe a lot in government. So it's always about what the government said, what the government is doing. And here you are at ABS as the Oga. Breaking news. Before people hear about things, you're the first person that will hear it. You're on speed dial with the governor, with the commissioner, with everybody. So if they want something to get to the grassroots, they call you. So you're walking about carrying information that people don't even have. You know what I'm saying? So I did enjoy that. And then you're getting all kinds of invitations. We're friends on Facebook. I'm always everywhere. All the local governments, and you have to keep going. People send you invitation, come here, come there, so, and it's still continuing. Although I'm out of work now, but, the friendship that we built and the contacts that we built. So I did enjoy that, yeah.
Interesting. So what didn't you enjoy as the MD of ABS?
Let me tell you the biggest challenge is the resource challenge. If you know how government works, government agencies never ever have money to do anything. I tell you, okay. And because I was hired from the private sector, I couldn't just sit there and not do things because there was no money or no resources. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just all the time. Every time I'll carry my memo or my document chasing the governor to sign for me to get money to do this or that. So what we did was, we had to leverage on our contacts that we, of course, as you know how you and I related, you help us do a lot of things,
Yeah.
So I did that a lot, getting people, donor agencies, they were funding productions for us, content. We got them to send our staff on training. Some went to New York Film Academy, some went to Montana Film School, some went to London Film School. So we're always like begging people that we know, to do one thing or the other for us, and that's really what helped us. Because if you keep waiting for government to do everything, it's not going to be possible. Okay, so we also had to be creative. There was something the governor taught us. He calls it creative funding. That means sweat your assets, sweat your money. Don't always come to me and say, "Give me money to buy camera." Look for ways you can source. So it was difficult. It was tough, but we did it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Amaka Akinkugbe, I see you. Thank you very much. All right. So, what would you say was the greatest thing that ABS did for you as a person?
Man, as we know, prior to this job, man, I hadn't been in public service. Yeah. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. When I got the job, maybe it was my swag that convinced the governor. The governor was a Lagos boy too now. He was an ED. He retired as an ED in Fidelity Bank.
Fidelity
And then
Bank.
I remember when I was coming for the interview, I used to wear color socks. I used to wear all these orange, So,
Yes.
and I love watches. So I would always arrive with my watch. Perf, look good. Then I was young and everything. So, but when I now got the job, I hadn't been in broadcasting. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know what to do. So I called my friend. You know him now, Mega Electric Oboti. I called him.
Yes.
I said,
Yeah,
bros,
Chris
see,
Rivers.
they don't give me work. I don't even know what I want to go do there. Maybe they don't catch me. Say, no, what you are doing. So he said, you know what? Start coming to my office every day. So what I was doing, I finished working at Globacom. Then I knew I was going to leave after I had accepted the job. I'll now run to Ikoyi because my office was in VI. I'll go down to his office. Olisadubu, all those guys now, they're my friends. So they will now help me and be telling me, yeah, bros, radio station, this is this. In all my life, I've not been inside a radio station. So, but it was like a quick learning thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Intense, for a week. So after I did that with Obochi and his people, I had this uncle. He's late now, Engineer Ben Yebuna. He's my mom's cousin. He used to be DG Radio Nigeria. So I called him. I said, listen, I have a job, and yes, I've been around in the corporate sector, but I've never done specifically this type of job. So he said, okay, no worry, I should come over to his house. I started going over to his house now. He was now teaching me things, engineering things, machines, human resource. He started teaching me things, So when I finished that, I now came back to Anambra. I refused to go to the office. There was a guy that his name is Ike Abana. He's from Enugu. He used to be MD in ABS way back. So Abana now also helped me, like gave me some intensive teaching, training, and all that. And then after that, I felt I was ready. For me, I saw it like a new challenge, and I went to work, and then we started.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, you propagated the Igbo culture greatly as the MD of ABS. Any particular reason for that?
Yes. Well, it's I think the thing is, when I was in the university back in the day at the University of Uyo, I was the president of Anambra State Students. Okay. Then later I became SND Igbo. All this university, yeah. So the Ezudo name, that's even where it started. Okay. And then the thing carried on, because then you have to do all these cultural things. And then from there, I went to my village later in my life and then became an Nze. I think the thing comes naturally to me, and then I've never stopped. I'm very proud of my heritage, my culture, my language, and all that. So for me, I've always propagate that. Yes.
Interesting. Now, most Igbo people are not proud of their culture. Why do you think this is so? Especially considering the fact that in the course of working in this, you've interacted with a whole lot of them.
Also, let me tell you another thing that I'm proud of. I've been able to influence a lot of young persons. Okay, people, my mates, people that are younger than me, to now begin to identify with Igbo culture. Okay, because anytime you see me, I'm usually that guy that. So I'm very proud of that.
That's
And then
representing Igbo
I have
culture.
introduced people to my tailors, people that make my clothes. People that sell hats to me and all that. So and the guys that sell will call me and say, this person called me. They say we should supply to them. So I'm very proud of that. That's what I wear. It's called peteli. Or some people call it skirt.
I know that.
As I've seen you wear it too now, as we know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
I'm
I
happy that
do.
I'm beginning to see. I'm seeing crossovers. Young persons in the past will not touch this, but it's the Ezudo effect. Many young people now are now proud and they're wearing that. So I like that. You know. Yeah, so I think
Interesting. Because
that's very
that's a plus. So, what are the best ways for us to keep on projecting our Igbo culture?
I think first of all is pride. First of all, you got to be proud of your identity. That's very important. I see. My name is Uche Nworah. I have an English name, Michael, but I don't even use it. As just like you as well is. And when I was living in the UK, it was Uche Nworah for me. And anywhere you see me, I wear my peteli or my skirt and I wear it and I enter the flight and I travel to Lagos, I travel to Abuja. So people are seeing me. It's not like I'm not hiding it, So I'm giving people confidence that this is right, actually. Okay, And when I remember last month, I went for a wedding at Abuja. I think my friend George Moore, my daughter got married, and I was in my peteli, and people were admiring it. And they approached me. I was like, so. I mean, you have to show it, and I wear Ankara a lot. You have to be proud and show your culture, speak your language, because the other people do, Yorubas do it, Hausas do it. So why shouldn't we be proud of our own
Culture. Interesting.